You're listening to the Radcast, a top 25 worldwide business podcast. If it's radical, we cover it. Here's your host, Ryan Alford.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast. I'm Ryan Alford, your host, and today I'm pretty excited. One of my favorite fucking words is growth, and we got the growth god. We got Julian Walder. What's up, brother?
What's up? Thank you so much for having me. I'm really juiced.
Hey man, I'm juiced. Talking growth. We're talking, hey, everybody wants to know the trade secrets, all the knowledge,
right.
The good, the bad, the ugly of Instagram. Growth hacking's always been fascinating to me. At the end of the day, I've always been fascinated with it because it's like, why do we not want to get to where we want to go faster, right? As long as we're not breaking any laws. Or, so I've always really admired that mindset of kind of getting there. But let's set the table for everyone for your background and, anybody that's the growth god.
I just realized some of the strategies I should just sell this as a service. And so I just started getting people to pay. There was this thing called Instagress. It was the most awesome thing ever. You could follow and like people based on tags. And I grew it to got 200 clients at one point. And just kept going down that road, consulted some corporations like IBM, and I decided I was going to build my own software, start building these tools. I've been using these tools, I want to build something better. Then kind of went down that path of building these Instagram growth tools, kind of always at war with Goliath.
The algorithm / the powers that be.
Right. So you started to get just used. There was a solid 2 years, 3 years where we really dominated. And there was maybe 2 to 10 people that were on the same level. But, with growth hacking, which is why I'm so passionate about it, is when everybody under the sun starts doing the same thing to get attention, it doesn't really work anymore. And so when everybody starts to pick on, I could do this follow unfollow, I could do this thing.
So funny. Yeah, that's the nature of it. Isn't that funny though?
Yeah.
The nature of everybody wants to keep it secret, but
Right. And so that's why I think it's awesome to be in this space, because you can't really just put your feet up and think that everything is going to be cool and tomorrow there's not going to be a hurricane. So for me, it's always been fun to find new little hacks that work. And it also allows you to be innovative and disruptive and be able to beat some of these people that are just kind of businessmen, I like to make the distinction between businessmen and entrepreneurs that actually create or innovate versus people that, have this source and they just are selling. The space is always changing. Instagram is just nowhere near what it used to be. It's a whole different animal. Not even an animal, a monster.
There was something always aesthetically and UI that I just thought was brilliant about the platform. And even to this day, some things have gotten annoying, and as bulky as it's gotten, it's still my favorite fucking platform. And maybe it's maybe familiarity breeds sincere or something. I don't know, but it just feels right with the platform.
My experiences, I would say it's probably my favorite just because that's been my life, how I built my business for a long time. But there are certain things about it that have become fatigue. It's you kind of see the same things that we were seeing 3 years ago, the success pages, the flaunting the wealth, it gets old a little bit. I guess it depends on what you follow. And it's cool. It's sometimes just distracting. I'll just go on my explore page and there's just a bunch of half naked girls. And I'm just why?
Well,
I think it's definitely an amazing place to connect with people. And that has been probably one of the hardest things as you get bigger. It's you cannot have the same attention that you were giving to everybody in your DMs. It's insane. It's madness. Give everybody a fair chance is what I'm also saying is really hard.
Everybody likes life hacks. Everybody loves shortcuts, right? And as long as you aren't breaking the law, I think there's just a fascination, and we should all embrace, finding those loopholes. We got to push the limits a little bit and maximize our time.
Of course. The rules for me are, it's not that they're meant to be broken, but if you're not really hurting people, I feel like the end justifies the means.
What's been the evolution of
Right.
like Instagram growth?
What people need to understand about marketing is it's about attention, and it's about getting attention in a place where everybody's trying to get attention. And so that is what makes it harder. It used to be a little bit easier to get somebody's attention because you could have liked their post. But I guess I would say there is this misconception that psychologically, when we look at it and we see the people that we look up to that have 5 million followers, that's a lot of people. 50,000, when you look at it, it's a massive amount of human beings.
Yeah. And you're talking about 100 times that. 5 million, yeah. Right? Am I doing our math right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just imagine 50,000 people yelling at you or like commenting on what you were wearing. So a lot of those are not real. And so sometimes it's more important about getting in front of the right people to get the attention from. And really, I hate to say it, but sometimes faking it till you make it can help you.
Perception is reality.
It is what it is.
The thing that I tell people is I don't tell people to fake it till you make it. I don't shy away from the fact that perception is reality, and that you may need to growth hack or do things in the beginning to create the momentum. And look, you got to have substance. I always tell people, and this is kind of where you were headed, like, you better have some substance behind it. Because if you're faking everything, then this is not where I'm telling you to go. But if you've got the goods and you've got a story to tell, or you know, no matter what that is, it can be a million different things. As long as you have that substance behind you, then you have to play the game a bit to get the ball rolling.
It was the word you used, the purpose. Yeah. But what brings in my head is like the memes of Gary Vee impersonators are like, content. You got to have good content. Post more content. I think that's really what it is. It's a combination of, first, you need to be a pretty girl. Like, if you're not a pretty girl, people are going to, good luck. People aren't going to look at you. But more so, like, I love the pizza analogy. I use it all the time. But if you have great pizza and it's really good pizza and you pay 100 people to wait in line, the people that walk by are like, whoa, like, what is that place? The pizza must be good. So that being said, the pizza has to be good. When people go into that line and they go into that pizza store and the pizza's not good, it's not going to work.
You got to have substance. Substance is a word.
That was the word. It was substance. So once you have the substance, or the, you know, what I'm driving traffic to is what we would say.
If you're a knowledge expert, you have knowledge. If you're a marketing person sharing marketing knowledge, it better be real. If you're a wedding expert, you better have wedding knowledge. If you're a pretty girl, you better have bikini photos. Like, you got to have the sauce once we get you in the front door, right?
100,000% about driving just massive traffic. I think that's why I love growth hacking, is because just sending 30 million DMs, like knocking on, you can't do that. Like, you cannot knock on 100 million people's doors. Like, and that's why the internet is the most awesome thing ever, because you can email. Like, to think that Facebook is going through what it's going through because he can't get more users, it's hilarious. It's like there's no more people on the planet to get.
Yeah, he's got 50% of them. I mean, the rest don't probably have a computer.
Right. And it's like he's got like shareholder meetings like, we're going to have to get more users. We're going to build satellites in Africa so that we can get them internet and we can get them more users. And it's like, man, like, but I guess I'll lead it back to the whole content thing, which is funny to me because I just see it as like this charlatan opportunity to make money, and that's kind of what the world is, it's like we have these secrets and, we want to be compensated for them. But it's funny because Gary Vee is one of the reasons why I took this leap of entrepreneurship. I remember I was in school and it was so hard to continue because I loved like the philosophy and all the stuff I was reading and the school, but I had a business that was like rocking. It was rocking, like, and it was taking a lot of my time. And my mom said if I dropped out, she was going to help pay with rent and I was going to end up working at McDonald's, and it was really hard. It was really hard. And I saw one of his videos and he was like, fuck everybody, man. And I don't know how it happened. It came up on YouTube and it was like, if you're not willing to jump and just fail or take the risk and not just, all right, I'm going to put some chips on this bet. If you're not willing to just put it all in, you're not an entrepreneur. And I think with growth hacking, it's about just driving traffic from as many ways possible. And Instagram is already such a beast that it's like you got likes, you got stories, you got reels, you got shout outs, it's already a lot to take in to drive traffic. Another thing that has been kind of working, I'd say it's pretty gray, black hat, is just having people tag you in their story. So you just have like 1 million people tag your account. And all of a sudden the algorithm's recognizing, whoa, this account's getting tagged a lot.
The golden rule.
That's what it is.
It's the golden rule. Do unto other accounts as you would have them do unto yours.
And it's not just that.
And it comes back, right?
It's social media for a reason.
Yes.
We're supposed to be social. This is how we engage and we interact. This is how we connect with people. This is how you get people's attention. You like, you follow, you engage with them.
You've just got to really know your shit to kind of get it to work. Or because you can waste some. We talked earlier and you mentioned, I'm glad you did, because I mean, you're the growth hacker, you're the growth god, but you even mentioned pay to play. You got to pay to play even with ads because they do work, but you can also spend and waste a lot of money on ads if you don't do it the right way.
I really wish that there was more attention on that front, because you could only imagine how many Facebook ad campaigns have been created to not build some sort of statistically significant replicas of successful campaigns for somebody to, click a button here, say I'm in entertainment or I'm in selling doors, and just kind of create an AI that runs these ads and has people win,
What's everybody says, okay, images don't perform anymore. Reels perform. Like, I've heard they've dialed that back a bit, but any perspective on is it truly just video or nothing these days?
Yeah, the answer is TikTok is a monster, and Instagram has always made sure to stay in line with what's trending, and that's what people are doing on TikTok. So they've changed their system to prioritize the reels. And I think what's really cool about it is that now you can be paid on them. And you can be paid on your Facebook page.
Any final words of wisdom on just the gram in general?
I would say to just focus on your craft and your message and what you want to put out there, because there's a lot of noise, and to just continue putting out what you want to put out, and not to let the pressure of this and how much to stop you from, if you believe in your work, and if you continue and you're consistent, and you go work with people like us on Instagrowth, that you will drive the right traffic. And not to get so sucked up into that space, because it cannot be good for your mind. Get off your phone a little bit. You don't need to refresh your post every 5 seconds. Like, just see how many people commented. You don't need, like, if you post what you love and what you're doing, just post and move on. You don't need to be tweaking about that stuff. So that's my wisdom, is that not to let it consume so much of what you think means that you're talented or good, because I've seen and worked with people that have had 1,000 followers, and they've made some of the best music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So
Julian, man, I really appreciate it. When you get into these episodes, we talk at such a high level because we could talk for 3 hours about some of this stuff, that we'll make sure we're linking to articles and different points of view from Julian and team at the Instagrowth. So excited, man.
Well, thank you so much, Ryan. I had an awesome time. And if there's any agencies or people that are in the space, please reach out to us. I think you'd love what we've built and serve this for your clients. We want this for agencies, because I know what it's like to have a house built and have a hurricane destroy it. So thanks.
Tell me where can everybody keep up with you and or Instagrowth? Let's drop, at least verbally, some links and stuff.
Right. Verbally, my Instagram right now is It's the Growth God, at It's the Growth God. And the website is instagrowth.com. You can sign up there.
Perfect.
And we do have an Instagram page. It's called instagram.com, like spelt out, like DOTCOM.
Well, hey guys, go follow all these guys at Instagrowth. You'll get a lot of knowledge, and we'll have show notes and more information as we move along. And you know where to find us, theradcast.com. I'm at Ryan Alford, verified on Instagram, and I didn't pay for it.
Right.
We'll see you next time on the Radcast.
To listen or watch full episodes, visit us on the web at theradcast.com or follow us on social media at our Instagram account, the.rad.cast, or at Ryan Alford. Stay radical.